I can buy Skylines too, you bitch. Mike G's shop. Gonna do some work to this bad boy. You know, had it a day. Let's take it apart. Let's see what we got going in here first. Sylvia with a new little battery that I just gave you.
Yeah, and it was the exact same one that came out of it.
And it works great.
Literally factory battery. I gotta put my little cover back on.
There we go. Now we're OEM. Okay.
Now it's complete.
Okay, all right. Nice. I just love these wheels.
Yeah, I need tires for the back ones.
They're so good on here.
And then those will be all right. We got the 33, which is the 31's older brother.
Yep.
Sedan RB20, just like that one, but without a snail on it. Just cleaning up the front end. It's only got 40K on it, but some of the rubber has seen better days. The headlights were a little yellow, so we redid the lights on them. And
got a cool decal back here.
Yeah, it's got the dealer decal still on it.
Nice.
It's a 40th anniversary car, 42,000 miles on it.
Right there. Yep.
This one was originally getting those white Volks, and it still might for a little bit after it gets some coils.
Oh, is that what you purchased them for this car?
Just to put on here, but I like them on the Sylvia. Even the R33 GTR wheels would look good on here, though. I think they look pretty damn nice. But we gotta do a 5-lug, we gotta do coilovers, and then this thing will just be the cruiser. It's nothing special, but it runs and drives well, and it gets good gas mileage, and it looks cool going on the street. So,
so
this is a Series 2 car.
Series 2, not version 2, yeah. Series 2.
Series 2 R33, and this particular car is one of the last R33s off of the assembly line. The build date on this is April of 98, and the R34s started in May of 98. So this is one of the last 33s that came off the assembly line. Cool. So it basically has all the latest stuff that R33 would have. This has, because it's a late Series 2 car. Cool. Not that it makes it any more special. The front ends do look a little better, and the rear ends look a little better on the sedans, personally, on the Series 2 cars than the Series 1. But the headlights are different, hood's different, bumper's different, grill's different. Basically, the whole front end on a Series 2 R33 non-GTR is all different. And the rear taillights are different, too.
First, can we talk about this little hammer?
Yeah, I use that thing for everything.
Did it naturally over time bend back because you were or that's the actual angle it comes in?
That's probably the angle it comes in.
I've never seen the little baby hammer.
No, I don't think it does come in that angle. It
bent
probably bent back.
You bent it over time from banging things.
I didn't realize it was bent like that. But yeah, these are notorious for rotting out here. 34s as well. This is the same exact car as a 34 with different sheet metal on it. So this is all the exact same. And every R34 you see go through the auctions these days all have this repaired on them, which looks like shit because they all
you could easily tell, that it's been replaced.
So the fact that this car has none of that is actually quite nice.
A lot of people don't look at it this way, but I've always been a big advocate of getting the condition of the car. I mean, you're not getting the turbo edition, you're not getting all the performance, but you're getting this clean example that has all the headaches gone. So now you're have a clean slate to do what you want, and you save money doing that.
And when someone doesn't want to drop 30 grand on a fucking turbo model, you buy one of these for 10 and you fucking build it yourself.
And you know too that the caliber of person who drove this, a more older adult, and it was their daily transportation, and they probably went to like mom and pop stores or dealerships to get all the service. So like it was taken care of because it was just their main transportation.
This was marked as a one-owner car as well. So
So I picked this up yesterday. It is a 1988 Skyline GT HR31. Got this from one of the auctions in Japan. And it definitely had a respray. A lot of overspray on the trim, but the paint itself is not too bad. So I'm okay with it. Just have to clean up the overspray. And I'm gonna steal some tidbits from Mike's video because I didn't even notice. There's a little skyline in the headlight. Look at that. Mike noticed it and I did not. So that's pretty cool. Nice S turbo. This is a turbo model. It's an RB20 ET, which is single overhead cam turbo. Oh, you're going on the bike? And I meant to ask you, are those skateboard wheels?
They are.
Ha!
Yeah, sliders.
See you, Mike. Okay. Back to the Skyline GT. He's ripping it. Turbo emblem there, nice. Some type of muffler that's not OEM. Pretty okay, it's not loud. Little bumps and bruises right there, but I have a new one of these and then I'm gonna fix that up. And it has a cool, the MZ1 air purification system and some aftermarket speakers. And what also came, it actually had a box of filters for the purification system, which is cool. So it's always neat to see what's left in the car and what you get. And that's the pretty much extent of what I got left in the car. But another cool feature, look at this, no pillars. Pillarless. One without pillar. There's nothing there. Nothing. Hence called the, there's the model, the GT Passage, which I think the passage means, you know, pass through, because nothing's there. That's what I always thought. But this is not actually stamped as the Passage. This is just a GT. Quick shots of the interior. Nice Skyline steering wheel. Mike informed me this is not an OEM radio. He said they didn't come with something that looks that modern with CD player and tape deck combo, but I didn't even check if they worked or anything. I mean, it turns on. I didn't check anything beyond that, but I guess that's cool to have. I might change that, or I might just keep it and rock cassettes. Who knows? But interior is pretty typical for 1988. It's a little worn. Definitely was a smoker's car. There's some cigarette burns, you know, all over the carpet. But I guess he used a purifier because it doesn't smell like a smoker's car at all. So I'm okay with that. Okay with that. Also has these factory rain guards, which is pretty cool. So there she is. RB20 ET. So non-intercooled, has this cool heatsink crossover pipe. Little baby turbo down there. And that's pretty much it. Lots of room in the engine bay. Like, lots of space, easy to get to that oil filter. Always love that. Stock airbox, like to see that. But that's about it for the walkthrough because it's time to modify this bad boy. Let's do some things. So, got the first spring on. These have spindles in the front. So I've never really messed with a car that has spindles. It's usually just like unbolting the strut from the bottom and you can just step on the control arm and pull the strut assembly out. But this, you have to take all this junk out. But it's all in there. So the springs I got are made by Zoom. And they have these dead coils on the top. So you can trim them to adjust the ride height if you want a little lower. And I believe if you don't trim any, it's like an inch or something. But I just cut off both coils, as you can see, they're right here. Because they say in the manual they don't adjust I mean, they don't affect any of the ride comfort. They're just dead coils, so you can make it lower without changing the spring rate. So it's kind of a cool concept. I've never used these or tried them before, so I'm eager to see if it rides pretty good still with the two cut coils out, and see how low it goes, because I'm going to put the wheel on and drop the car and let's see.
Oh yeah, and that's not going to give you the full effect either, because the other side is
This is fine. It takes away some of the wheel gap, but it's not going to rub.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to go lower than that.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's not like it's freaking on the fender.
Yeah, you'll probably get another ½ inch out of it once the other side's low.
It's just subtle. Cool. So we got the Skyline inside. It's dark out, fireworks and darkness and bugs eating. But I finished the front. I didn't take a good shot, but they're in. The wheels are pretty sunk. Mike thinks I should get spacers like 1 inch, which I probably will for now. But this makes me feel a lot better because the Longchamps are plus 22. So that would be a lot better without spacers. But I actually rode it to the gas station or those little mart with just the fronts in, and it rides pretty nice. And I bottomed out pretty bad going into the parking lot. But whatever. All right, let's get to the rears. So I have a little bit of a snag.
What do you got?
But you probably can help me. Do you have 12 by 1.25 8 lug nuts? Do you have to go to the 4th floor?
No.
Okay.
Just moving this out of the way. Come over here.
Oh, do you have like a lug nut stash?
Yeah.
Okay, this is what I'm going to be doing for the next
But
10 minutes.
lucky you, I do have studs. So I'll give you a stud that is the right pitch.
Oh, to try it. Nice.
You just test the lug nuts on it.
That's a good call.
You said this is 1.25?
12 by 1.25, yep.
Yeah.
So, coil spring installation done, car's on the ground. It's pretty good. That's 1 coil cut off the back and 2 off the front, because it looked like the rear spring was already a little lower than the factory one by a lot compared to the front. So I'm gonna go with this. Wheels look good. I'm gonna ride it home, and I will pick this up tomorrow in the morning when it's light out. Okay, bye. And now for the big reveal. Wait a second. What are those doing there? Oh. Put on some Buddy Club P1s. Yeah, they don't really fit the car, but I just wanted to see how it rode with wider tire, well, wider wheel, wider tire, chunkier tire. And it just put a little bit more off the ground so I don't scrape coming in the driveway. So it's like perfect at this. These are 16 by 7.5 with a 205/50 on it. And I put a 5mm spacer. It still could go out a little bit, but way better than the sunken offset of these. But I did order 1-inch spacers. I don't know, I'll see how they fit, but I'd rather not run spacers. I mean, yeah, this is just a totally different look, you know, but it drives amazing, and the ride height is really good. So 1 coil cut off the back, 2 off the front, perfect. The big reveal. Can't even get from this angle. Can I sneak? There we go. Okay. I wish my center caps I had for it fit over them, but whatever, because the big freaking axle nut, I got to get like deeper center caps. But whatever, I am mad at it. Lowered on wheels, that's it. Cruise it. Next step, getting rid of this. Okay, now we super 80s. The wood with the chrome. Impulse horn button. So I don't think this is a real Impulse steering wheel. There's no markings or anything, but I just bought it off Yahoo Japan for the horn button itself, because other auctions that were selling the button by itself were way more expensive. So I just think, I'll just get this generic steering wheel, and I don't know, I just wanted that cool wood Impulse horn button, so for that super 80s flair.